All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we got some pretty exciting news. A viewer actually sent this to me, one that I've been working for a little bit now on trying to get a Model Y or a Model 3 at Tesla, and we have a Model Y. For the first thing we're going to review today is I'm actually surprised I kind of missed it, but another viewer actually sent an article or talked about it as a comment. So I started Googling, and yeah, there's actually a Model Y, or there was a Model Y for $59,990. And actually today there is a Model Y today that you can get. You can buy this car today. Cheapest brand new Model Y that you can possibly get for $59,990. So this is good because this is good and interesting, because that means that this car is actually coming. We know for a fact it's coming. It was out before. It is out now. I'm going to show you the listing in a second. It's available today, and it's actually in my backyard. So I'm curious. Like, should I go take a look at it? But it's still $59,990 is kind of higher than what I want to pay, and it probably doesn't have the comfort suspension because I really want that comfort suspension. But let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the article that I found. And the vehicle for $59,990, which is, I guess, like new/old price, but it's interesting. So this vehicle, and now that if the tax credit comes out for it as well, that's gonna be good, interesting too. But of course, we won't know till next year. But let's roll. Before we get into it, let's roll to the intro real quick. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dennis. I've had 3 Teslas so far, a Model 3, Model S, and a Model Y, Model 3, Model Y, and Model S. And I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal or selling your Tesla at a best rate or getting a good financing rate at the best possible deal/rate. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Calendly, link down below in the description, but more on that later. So let's take a look. I can't believe I missed this article. So first we'll take a look at this article first, and then we'll get to the actual vehicle that's available today. Like, I was actually surprised. I was like, whoa, what the heck? I couldn't believe my eyes. But a Tesla Model 3 standard range all-wheel drive was priced at $59,990 and is set to launch in the next couple of weeks. Of course, this article, I know, is April 11th of 2022, and I think the vehicle did start delivery for a little bit earlier this year, but then it got taken and quickly away. But now that I think with all this competition that is coming and the new tax credit that's about to come out, Tesla is going to release a cheaper, well, we already know it because it's been filed with the EPA. The Tesla is going to come out with a standard range all-wheel drive, but I'm not sure on this price point. It seems kind of high, but I guess it would make sense. Like, why would they price a much lower Tesla Model Y? Because I was thinking like maybe 54, maybe 57, but now that I'm thinking about it, 59 sounds good because then they can keep their Model Y long range at 66. But even then, that seems high too. Like, I feel like they have to drop all that like $2,000 to $3,000. So now my revised speculation is 57 for a standard range, 64, 63 for a Model Y long range, and of course performance 66, 67 or something like that. But definitely super interesting here, right? Like, this is the price that it was stated at one point, and it's probably going to be coming back on January 1st once Tesla announced, because of course they don't want to announce this vehicle as well right now, and then they have to, like, people are going to back out and then or push the orders or switch orders or anything like that and delay all that stuff. They need to make delivery numbers this year and this month, so they're not going to change anything up with that because it would just hurt their sales this month. So they're going to wait. Makes sense, right? Good business strategy at the end of the day. But so we're gonna go take a look at the Model Y that is listed for sale, available for $59,990. But before we get into that, this video is actually sponsored by my Calendly link. Down below in the description, there's a link to actually schedule a call with me if you want to ask someone one-on-one any questions on how to buy a Tesla at get a good deal, or even sell your Tesla, or even get a good financing rate. You can actually schedule a call with me. It's 15 to 30 minutes, and after you schedule the call, you actually get a link to my buying guide, which has all the links and resources that I use to get the best deal and get the financing rate, best financing rate. And actually on that list, there's actually a credit union right now that has rates at 2.99% for 62 months on that list. So definitely check that out if you're interested, but you definitely don't have to do that at all. Just being here, watching, supporting, and hitting the like on the video goes a long way as well. But so let's take a look at it. So of course I've been stalling for too long, but here is the vehicle, and It's got a freaking discount on it. Can you believe that, guys and gals? So it's a 2022 demo, but 64 miles on it. Is it really a demo? I mean, this is kind of like, I'm kind of interesting. Do I just buy this as like a, I mean, it's kind of expensive though. $61,000. We gotta realign our expectations here. It's got a $470 discount. It's only got 64 miles. It's like the perfect build. Like if you're looking for like that cheapest as possible Model Y with no frills, no options, nothing like that. And it's in California too. I'm surprised this thing has not sold yet. I mean, someone should have bought this already. So that's a good temperature of the demand that even this cheap, this is literally the cheapest Model Y in the country right now, and it's still for sale. And it's been sale for a little bit, but you can click on it, you can pull it to the inventory right here, and here it is. Like I already got it loaded up. You can see it's pretty standard. It's a demo vehicle, so it's never been titled before. You would actually still be the first owner. 279 miles, that's good enough, I would say, especially if you have a home charger or you have a lot of superchargers around you. But really, it's good enough if you do not do a lot of road trips. If you do a lot of road trips, I would not recommend this car at all, because you can be charging like 6 times on the way to Vegas or something. No, that's over an exaggeration, maybe like 4, but still, definitely super cool. You get the autopilot. This would be a sweet daily driver if you're just like a 50-mile commute or even less round trip, because you got the autopilot. Hopefully it's comfortable enough with 2022. It probably doesn't have the latest comfort suspension, but still has revised suspension. But I mean, this is a cool, maybe I should just buy it and like make a video title, I bought the cheapest brand new Model Y in the country. Wouldn't that be funny? It's probably like the used ones, that probably better. But it's in Irvine, California. I mean, this is in my backyard. Like I could go buy this one if I wanted to. Oh, I don't know, actually, because I'm banned. I don't know if I really could, but $61,000. I mean, it's it's the cheapest one. So if I want to be cheap, this might be it. But let me know what you guys think of this, or guys and girls think of this. This is basically the cheapest one. I keep saying cheap, but it's the cheapest one. And so, I mean, of course, if you're not looking for the standard range, if you want something else like a long range, there's tons of vehicles on here that have discounts. This is waitingfortesla.com. It's a third-party site. It's not affiliated with Tesla. It's not affiliated with Tesla at all, but it's a really good site that I use to check and see what's available out there. And just a couple $1,000s more, you can get an actual long range with that extra 50 miles of range and whatever, certain colors, like this is a blue exterior and stuff like that. But I guess this is like the next cheapest one, so you'd have to pay like $2,000 to $3,000 more from that. But definitely super interesting that Tesla is even showing that standard range available for sale. Yeah, definitely really interesting. So hopefully this is good news, because that means they're going to bring back the standard range. And now that there's like 244 Model Ys still sitting on this website, I mean, that's kind of interesting. Like the demand is, something's going on. I mean, I guess maybe a lot of people are waiting for that tax credit next year, and maybe high interest rates are affecting it. But that's why I also think Tesla is going to reduce some prices next year. But I mean, if you absolutely need a car today, this is the car to get, because I mean, $61,000 is the cheapest Model Y, and you don't really need too much. And I could potentially justify maybe something like this, because $61,000, then your payment's probably like around $1,000. And if you're someone that spends like $300 to $400 in gas each month, maybe that makes sense. But let me know what your guys and girls thoughts is on this. But thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.